and welcome to the Cardinal Stadium for CTN's live coverage of high school football. It's the home opener for the Cardinals as they host the Bears from White Bear Lake. Joey and Howie Shapiro up above the action, and Howie very excited to see how the Cardinals respond after a relatively rough opener on the road.
Talked to a coach earlier in the week, and we talked about that, and he said they've actually responded well in their week of practice. You know, they knew they had some opportunities last week. They knew that they kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit and maybe had opportunities to take scoring chances away. Coach thought maybe he should have kicked the field goal. All first game as a head coach that goes through your head, but they're pretty excited about bouncing back here today.
Well, the White Bear Lake Bears overcame a wild and crazy ball game against Park of Cottage Grove, got themselves a 28-14 win. Couple of touchdowns on the ground and one through the air for their quarterback, Tomi Animasan. He had a 56-yarder that tied the game in the first half.
He's a good athlete. He's a 3-year starter, so you know that this young man is meant for this position. I was watching him out on the field. He is very serious about what he does. He's got very good athletic skills, gained 63 yards on the ground last week with those two scores. So he's going to be a challenge for the Cardinal defense.
Yeah, again, 56 of them on one play.
Yep.
I'll talk a little bit later about how their first half ended. It was bizarre. On the flip side, the Cardinals got some good things going in the opener against Osseo. They just couldn't finish on offense, and their defense unfortunately shot themselves in the foot repeatedly and gave up too much on the ground to the Orioles. But Aiden Snow, in his debut, looked pretty good. He moved the ball around, found a lot of different targets.
Yeah, I thought he looked efficient. You know, his numbers were 16 of 27 for 116 yards. You know, they unfortunately didn't score, but he's just a junior. He's got an opportunity for himself to really solidify that position as QB1. And I talked to Coach exactly about that as well. And he said, yeah, he withstood the pressure. He knew some things. Coach said that they've got tape. They've said, let's watch tape of what you did and get better looks this week. And I think he's up for the task.
The big test for the Cardinals will be the running game, both on offense and on defense. Can they get it going themselves? Can they stop it against a pretty good running team in White Bear Lake? They kick off their home schedule next on CTN. Back at the Cardinals Stadium, fired up. Week 2 just ahead. So White Bear Lake was down 14-7.
Yep.
Fell behind by a touchdown, less than 2 minutes to go in the first half last week. They were on the ensuing kickoff, fumbled, returned by Park. Park's first play fumbled. White Bear takes over. Their next play, Anima-san goes 56 yards for a touchdown. They're tied. In the second half, They had a fumble return, 40 yards for a touchdown.
You find ways to win.
They did have at least one time they turned it over on downs inside the 5-yard line in the first quarter. So definitely not what they had chalked up for their first week, but they did come out on top 28-14. Again, Coon Rapids had some good things happen, but they were not able to put points on the board, and they lost in running time 36-0 to Osseo.
Oh, the Cardinals will receive the ball. They'll start on offense. And, I think they just need to shake off that loss last week. And we talked about at the end of the game, Joe, learn from the positives and then move forward from there. You're going to find White Bear is going to be a very physical squad. So the Cardinals are going to have to keep that in mind as this game goes on.
Baca to kick it away. Gets a good boot. Lafaka will watch it go into the end zone for a touchback. Coon Rapids will start from its own 20-yard line.
Hey, Baca kicked the Lafaka. The child in me had to bring that out.
Hey, look, guys, it rhymes.
Hey.
So can Coon Rapids get a running game going is one big question. And can they be effective in that quick timing passing offense that they showed last week at the same time?
Well, Coach Vasquez is going to move the skill players around. So he's going to do something a little different this week. He's going to put guys that can get the ball in their hands and succeed with running after the catch. So we'll see. It all depends on that line up front.
Handoff on first down goes to Sean Washington III, and he goes back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gained a half yard. I'm sorry, that was TJ Neal.
Yeah, TJ Neal getting the start.
6 and 8.
That's close.
Either way, gain of a yard, they say. 2nd and 9. Snow will roll to his right. Throws on the run. The pass is dropped in and out of the hands of Loic Joitza.
Yeah, he would have probably been hit once he caught the ball, but unfortunately, he's got to look that into his hands. I think he wanted to run after catch. You can see him kind of turning away from the ball, looking to see if he can cut upfield or cut towards the sideline. But you got to look that into your hands before you proceed. Now you're in 3rd and long, and we saw a lot of that last week, and that's not what Coach Vasquez wants to see from his team here to start this game.
2 receivers either side for Snow. Man in motion is Ebrod Leedsy. They go with the option. He's in trouble, cuts up the middle, and he's going to gain 4, but
that's a hold.
Flag at the line of scrimmage.
Holding. Offense. Number 59.
Decline.
The 10-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
I'm not sure why wouldn't you decline it and force him to punt? Not that
force him into a longer field.
I understand, but you complete a play and then
give an opportunity for one of your guys to make a mistake or
exactly
commit a penalty.
I mean, I understand pushing them further back towards their own end zone, but you had them in 4th and long. They weren't gonna go for it from there.
So now it's 3rd and 19 from the 11. Neal stays in the backfield with Aiden Snow. Ebrod Leedsy in the split back position on the right side. Handoff goes to Neal up the middle, trying to get a little more yardage. He will find none, and that is why they took the penalty. Now
I understand.
They'll be punting from their own end zone, essentially.
It wouldn't have been that much. Maybe a little bit further, but still.
Oh, yeah, it's a difference of 15
yards. Yeah, now you've got to rely on your punter if you're Coon Rapids to get off a good punt here because they're going to get good field position to start their first drive.
Byron White and Easton Miles, the deep backs, and a low punt may have been partially blocked.
It was a bad snap. He had to field it off the turf.
And the Bears are going to take over in golden field position at the 22-yard line.
I'll eat my words in this case. Great field position to start their first drive. that worked out very well for them. Take a look at that, Joe. You're going to see the snap down low, and then I think it may have been tipped a little bit as well. But it's tough for your punter to pick that ball up off the turf and concentrate when the guys are running at you.
Nothing better, especially on the road, than to come out with your first possession at the opponent's 23-yard line.
Yeah, Coach Bartlett certainly likes that.
Just over 90 seconds into this contest, and the Cardinal defense called into action to defend a short field. Handoff goes to Brian White, the third. He's going to fall forward to the 20-yard line, a gain of 3.
Tackling is going to be really important tonight. Not that it isn't any other night, but it's really important to make sure once you get contact with that player, you've got to bring him down. You can't let him get loose and get an opportunity. We have a White Bear player injured.
That is Logan Blaylock.
Injury timeout.
Starting left tackle for the Bears.
We saw a lot of injuries last week. It seemed most were cramping and other minor type injuries as far as we could tell, and we certainly hope we never see anything more serious.
No, he's being assisted to the sideline, so hopefully he's doing okay. Oh, he was, it looked like his leg rolled on.
Gets dangerous at the bottom of those piles, even for the big guys. White Bear with the ball, 2nd and 7 at the Coon Rapids 20-yard line. Nema's son out of the pistol. Handoff goes to Washington, the third again. He cuts up for a gain of a couple more. It'll be 3rd and about 5.
Hudson Tannen on the tackle. That was a nice tackle. You get him around the ankles and bring him down. Obviously 4-down territory here.
And as I mentioned earlier, one of their early drives last week, White Bear stopped inside the 5. When the Park of Cottage Grove defense was able to stiffen. Coon Rapids not able to stop Osseo much at all last week. Hoping they got some things figured out here for their home opener. Handoff goes to White, the third, trying to get around the right end. A lot of red jerseys. Good pursuit down the line, and a tackle made out of bounds for little to no gain. Yeah, that was Cam Cummings-Coleman chasing him all the way down.
Yeah, Cummings-Coleman had 11 tackles last week in the loss to Osseo, but just a really nice job of stringing it to the outside. And look at Coleman come using his speed and his power and ability to bring him down for a very little gain, as you mentioned. Now fourth down. Cardinals would love a stop here on defense.
4th and 4.
Watch. Let's see if number 5 calls his own number.
Well, most of the rushing yards he had last week that I saw were also out of necessity on the scramble more so than on design plays. This a quick pass, and it will be a first down. That's Miles on the reception.
Yeah, nice job by Miles just sitting down in the soft part of the zone, and just a quick throw from Nema's-san. Continues to keep this drive alive.
Ball spotted at the 11-yard line, so they will have another first down opportunity. Bears with a fresh set of downs. Handoff goes to White again. Bounces off first contact, gets behind some blockers and forces his way down close to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, did a nice job of just kind of giving a block of his own, keeping himself upright and able to fall forward for a couple of yards. Actually for 5 yards.
Make it 6. 2nd and 4 from the 5. able to draw the Cardinals off, and that will be half the distance. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 3-ish.
Offside. Defense, number 3. Still 2nd down.
And that was a big weakness for the Cardinal defense last week, was too many penalties.
Yeah, way too many penalties for the staff's liking.
So 2nd and short from the 3-yard line. Handoff goes to Washington. He's stopped in the backfield. Cummings Coleman again. Great penetration and a stop for a loss.
I mean, look at number 26 coming in your picture and just with authority bring him to the ground.
It's still 3rd and 2-ish from the 3. But that's a TFL for number 26 in red. Spread 2 receivers out wide to the right. And Hassan with White in the backfield with him. Run the option, pitch goes to White. White hit, trying to keep his feet moving, and he is dropped back at the 5-yard line. It will be another 4th down situation for these Bears. They started this drive at the Coon Rapids 23-yard line, and for the 2nd time find themselves in a 4th down.
And again, just great play by the defense to stay with it and just follow to the outside and not let him cut up inside as well. And again, good sure tackling keeps them in this situation of 4th and short.
Back-to-back tackles for loss for the Coon Rapids defense, getting tight when it gets to tight quarters. Big play early in this contest. A little more than 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and we have a timeout for the Bears.
Timeout. White Bear.
I think they want to make sure they have the right play called in this situation. They obviously do not want this drive to stall as much as Coon Rapids wants to stall the drive. So a smart decision. If you're unsure, call the timeout. Make sure the guys are on the same page. There's head coach Ryan Bartlett looking at his call sheet.
Student section for Coon Rapids in the home opener has this unfolding right in front of them. A big 4th down. They bring in an extra body in the backfield. They'll run to the left. Hassan just going to turn on the Jets and go for it. He will get the corner and the touchdown.
That time, the nice job of the White Bear offensive line on that left side, and the receivers on the left side, but there's a flag.
And this is coming back.
Yeah.
This is going to be a hold.
Holding. Number 68. Offense. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay 4th down.
Do they go for it, or do they come in and try and kick a field goal? I think they're going to try and kick a field goal here. Obviously, you got to come away with points, especially with the field position that they had. And not the points that you want, but they got to try and put 3 on the board.
Ball's going to be spotted right at the 15.
Well, Cardinals with a break there. You get a hold on the outside, and that negates that touchdown run by Hassan.
So Baca out to attempt. Wow, that's a short snap, only 6 yards back. They're spotting it at the 21, so this will be a 31-yard attempt. Kick is up. It's got the distance. It's good. And White Bear is on the board 3-0.
That is a win for the Cardinal defense for sure. You get it. You're lucky because you get that touchdown taken back on a penalty, but nonetheless, you just allow a field goal on that drive with short field, and they'll take the 3 points against them.
White Bear Lake scoring drive, 8 yards. On 9 plays. And took more than 5 minutes off the field.
I mean, you look at
off the clock to go 8 yards.
There's only 5 minutes left in this first quarter.
An interesting start to this one. So far, Coon Rapids offense unable to do anything, went backwards. And then a bad snap on the punt led to the Bears having fantastic field position. They have a score called back on a penalty. Able to get away with points on the 31-yard field goal. This one taken at the 14-yard line. Trying to get around the outside on the left is Elijah Hibbler, and he's got a decent return out across the 25 to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, he was able to take it to the outside, jump to that outside, and get some positive yardage on the return. And Cardinals will start drive number 2 of the game.
So Snow and the offense take over from their own 27-yard line. And this is going to be motion. They're going to move back 5 yards.
Sean Washington, the third, getting the opportunity to run the ball here in this second drive.
White the third on one side.
False start. Offense. Number 4. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So the motion at the top of the screen. Quick pass complete to Ebrad Leedsey. Tries to cut back up the middle. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. I'm sorry, that's Hitampa. Hitampa is the 80, is 12 to Ebrad Leedsey's 13. These old eyes, I tell you. Pay attention to the package on the field.
Get off my lawn.
So 2nd and 14.
Timeout, Coon Rapids.
Timeout. Coon Rapids. The first timeout of the half.
So, Coach Vasquez wants to make sure his guys are on the same page. They want to be able to move the ball upfield. And, so far tonight, to start their first 2 drives, haven't been able to do that.
Going the wrong way.
Yeah, they're going the wrong way. And again, too many penalties last week. We've already got a couple here this evening. Right now, White Bear's doing a good job at the point of attack, really limiting what the Cardinals want to do when they want to run the ball.
Scoreboard operator. It's 3-0. Bears. Thank you.
We had it on our scoreboard.
We did.
Hibbler splits out to the right. Throw goes his way. Had to reach back for it, but he's able to grab it. And he is taken out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and long.
Hibbler had a nice game last week. Looking to see if he can do the same here this evening. But yeah, you're now, again, 3rd and in a long situation. Not how you want to draw these things up. And it puts your quarterback in a tough spot. Now your offensive line has to do a really nice job of protecting him. And then, of course, you've got to make sure your receivers do something to get open. Easier said than done.
Tight formation. Ebrod leads. He sprints out to the left. Snow has time. Throws right. Hitapna can't get to it. Incomplete. And the Cardinals will go 3 and out again. Kish heading out, hoping for a little bit better opportunity this time.
Yeah.
The last one did not help his average at all. Byron White and Easton Miles, the deep back, standing just on their side of midfield. This time a good snap. Kish puts a good boot into it. White from midfield, hit nearly immediately. Good downfield coverage. And they'll still start from plus territory at the Coon Rapids 48-yard line.
Yeah, but you get a good kick and you get good tackling, good special teams play, and you have an opportunity to at least not let them get any positive momentum on the return.
It's hard to play this game if you're on your half the entire time. Still 3:29 to go in the first quarter. Split back moves from left to right side. Handoff fake to White, and now Anima's on a good gallop.
Yeah, he's a good athlete, and he was able to get to the outside. Nice job on the edges, giving him a lane to run. Picked up 8, I believe?
7, it looks like. Forced out of bounds. Quick throw, right side, too tall for Byron White.
Yeah.
White, just a freshman, listed at 6 foot 175. He had 7 catches last week, had their lone receiving touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good throw. He's able to cut up field and gain yardage and for certain pick up the first down. But as you mentioned, a little bit overthrowing puts him in third down situation.
Handoff, White trying to get around the right end again, tracked down short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th and a yard.
I really like the way the defense is pursuing to the ball here so far this evening. They're doing a really nice job of spreading it out, not letting them turn upfield, and making sure once they get their hands on, they bring them to the turf.
They are actually 1 for 1 on 4th down in the contest tonight, and really could have been 2 for 2,
right.
But that one called back on the hold, and they eventually kicked the field goal. On 4th and a yard, handoff to White, and he's going to have just enough. It was a good effort from the Cardinal defense, but he gets across the line, and they'll move the chains.
I like the way the defense is playing so far tonight. They're being aggressive. Did they throw a flag? Oh, no, I guess not. I think they were just Cardinals are trying to say it's fourth. They didn't make it, but yeah, they got enough. They're going to measure.
They're going to bring in the chains. Where they put it on the field, it's maybe closer than I thought it was. Coach Bartlett doesn't think it should be questionable.
Yeah.
This would be a big boost for the whole team.
Oh my God!
It's as close as you can get right there.
He just made it.
Just by the tip of a football. Coach Bartlett says, I knew it was good all the way.
Yeah, again, and Cummings Coleman's grabbing him from behind, trying to bring him down. And he did make the tackle, but unfortunately for the Cardinal defense, he got just enough to get the first down. But again, that's a nice job to keep the trains moving by the Bears.
Bears are 0 for 3 on third down, and now 2 for 2 on fourth. Play action. And Emerson throws this one very short. The intended receiver, Colton Butts.
Yeah, threw that one into the turf.
Three receivers on the left this time for Emerson. 2nd and 10 from the Cardinal 38. Handoff goes to White, cuts to the left. And he's going to pick up about 5.
Yeah, doing a nice job of just keeping his feet moving. Continue to move forward.
Well, the defense has done a nice job of opening holes. And now we have a Cardinal down.
That's Cummings Coleman, I think, down.
And that's a big concern for Coon Rapids, and
he's all right.
Able to jog toward the sideline. He's in on the tackle and
had a chance to talk to him before the game a little bit. He's such a respectful young man. Like what he had to say. He's a team player and he loves to play the sport.
And I know he hates coming out on third down situations. 3rd and 4 for White Bear from the Coon Rapids 32-yard line.
Yeah, he's chomping at the bit just to get back in. He didn't need any attention once he got off the field.
Hand off to White. Hole right up the middle this time. First down inside the 25 down to the 22-yard line. Gain of 10.
That was a nice run. As you're going to see, look at the hole that he had to run through, and a nice job of just cutting it back upfield to pick up those 10 yards.
Maybe it was only 9, but it was a good game. One of the bigger offensive plays thus far for White Bear Lake. They've had the ball on the Cardinal side of the field all night. And Emerson on the keeper gets a block on the outside. Forced out of bounds inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal.
Well, you can see why the Bears like that young man. I mean, he's very athletic, very smart. And that's why he's played the position for 3 years. Looking to see if they can cash in and get a TD.
19-yard gain this time. Can't tiptoe along the sidelines quite long enough. Cardinals with their back to the wall again. 1st and goal from the 4. Handoff, Washington hit immediately and dropped for a loss.
Cummings Coleman back into the action for Coon Rapids. Dan Jones on the tackle for Coon Rapids.
Second and goal now, ball just inside the 5-yard line. They do not need to stamp it before the quarter. They will. Hand off to White, hit immediately and stopped at the 4. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 4 for White Bear Lake when we start the second quarter. It's been all at one end of the field, but so far just a 3-0 score. You're watching high school football live on CTN.
End of the first quarter. We have an injury time.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handicaps and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So Sports Nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And Sports Nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Back at the Cardinals Stadium, and Brian White III, a little nicked up on the final play of the first quarter. He was their workhorse, but has not had a lot of room to run.
No.
I don't know if it was from the teammate falling on top of him, but on the sidelines with his team on the field with a 3rd and goal from the 4.
Shades of Eric Dickerson wearing the glasses.
Do they still make rec specs?
I'm not sure.
A la Kurt Rambis. And, of course, Eric Dickerson. Pass over the middle is complete for the touchdown. They haven't thrown the ball a lot.
Nope.
And this one goes to Antonio Brown. It's a good name for a receiver.
It is.
He's got his first TD of the year. The first 3rd down conversion of the ball game for the White Bear Lake Bears. Cardinals have been playing against a short field all night.
I was just going to say that's been their problem, is that they, in their first couple of drives, they were going the wrong way and gave them an opportunity to get a short field. The first time, because of a penalty, a touchdown was erased. And this time, a complete pass, as you see here, for the score.
Baca converts the extra point. Makes it a 10-0 lead for the visiting Bears, trying to push their season to 2-0. 3 wins in each of the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, Antonio Brown, who caught the touchdown pass, also just a freshman.
Nice to have a pair like that.
Yep.
He had, I think, 1 catch last week for 9 yards.
We'll see what the Cardinals can do on drive number 3 here in quarter number 2.
Joitza and Lafaka, the deep backs. Neal and Hibbler, the second line. That's who fielded it last time. This is going to be another short one. Neal will take it from the 28-yard line. Weaves through a couple of guys. He's got great field position out to the 48-yard line.
Well, the Cardinals needed that. Again, the short kickoff led in a nice return by TJ Neal. But again, just a nice job to step inside, a clean block to the outside to put a defender away and leaving him a little bit of a lane to run through, and he's able to pick up some nice yardage and give good field position to the Cardinals.
Yeah, close to a 20-yard return for TJ Neal. And after having their first couple of possessions relatively deep in their own end, one started from the 20, the other from the 27. Nice to have a little breathing room. Start near midfield, 1st and 10 from the 48. It's low, gets away from Snow, and as soon as I say that, no, this one's still alive. Scoop and score for Christian Humphrey. Second scoop and score of the season already for the White Bear Lake Bears.
And again, that's the second bad snap we've seen. I know the Cardinals did a little shuffling on the offensive line, but again, that just can't happen. And it's tough. Snow just could not control that ball.
And very similar to their scoop and score last week, they had a couple of guys on the ground who could not control it, and the one who did gain possession was still on his feet and able to take it to the house.
The last thing the Cardinals needed. And they're an extra point away from a quick 17-0 lead.
11:39 on the clock.
It's blocked.
The Cardinals have a little something to celebrate as that one's blocked. Still find themselves down 16, but it means it's a 2-score game still.
Yep. Yeah, again, just snap wasn't close. White Bear, nice contingent across the way of certainly of students and parents, visitors here this evening to watch this action on a definitely a fall night.
Well, and they have been given some great highlights to cheer for over the last couple of plays. Amazing. Again, White Bear Lake, I talked about it a little earlier, the wildness of game 1
right
against Park. And now they come to Coon Rapids and again, just wild turns, this time all in their favor so far, but very early in this contest. We're only 21 seconds into the second quarter. This one's going to bounce and be taken from the 15 by Joitza. He's across the 25 and spun down at the 26.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that they had such good field position to start that third drive, and then in the first play there, bad snap, and you turn it over for a score.
That's what I get for talking about their great field position.
Yeah.
10-yard return sets them up from their own 27 this time. Rule number 1 in most football playbooks, take care of the football.
Yeah.
Rule number 2, limit the penalties. Aiden Snow stares down the defense out of the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers on the right, another to the left. Ebrod Leedsey will move over to balance things out. Handoff goes up the middle. Washington. It's across the 35, keeps his feet moving, gets some help from the big guys, and that's going to have him close to a first down run.
Yeah, depending where they spot it. That's a first down.
It is indeed.
I mean, just look at the leg push. really nice run there.
Well, you love to see linemen 8 yards downfield getting behind
Right.
and giving the tailback a push to get that last couple of yards, get him a fresh set of downs. Quick pass complete to Ebrod Leedsy, trying to get around Miles and not able to do so. Falls forward to the 40, gain of 3.
Yeah, that's what you want on your defense. You want guys who are sure tacklers and give you opportunity to bring a ball carrier down with a limited gain. I give him 3 yards on the play.
Handoff. Washington, the third. Great burst of speed across midfield and into White Bear Lake territory at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, it's really the quick burst that he had. A good job up front by the offensive line to open up a little bit of hole, but the quickness that he possesses. Look at the block there that he cuts to the inside because he saw that hole.
Gain of 13. Another first down. 3 receivers on the right. They'll throw that way, and that one off the mark from Snow. And fortunate that none of the corners on that side were looking in at the quarterback, because it's supposed to be a little bubble screen.
Yeah.
And it got out in front of the blocking receivers and could have easily been picked up, but it was not.
So no, you've had some nice runs here. You want to be able to try and throw the ball as they did there, but they're 2nd and 10.
Hand off to Washington again, met at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, that time the defense from White Bear sniffed that one out.
Elijah Hibbler in the slot at the top. He's got crazy amounts of speed. He's the man in motion. That's where they're going, and it's incomplete. The Bears had read it well. There were a number of white jerseys there waiting. The Cardinals are going to be forced to punt.
Coach Vasquez talking to his quarterback.
Kish, another opportunity in this first half. Another low snap. He's going to have to chase it down and try and
get it off.
I have no idea how he got that far.
Oh my God.
But look at the roll he got. He was being tackled while he did that.
Yeah.
So that's the effort.
That's
good job, kid.
That's a great job.
That's a hockey player.
Yeah, well, tough as nails, right?
I don't know. I don't know how he scooped it up, and
I have no clue.
And as he dropped it to punt it, I didn't think there was any chance he was going to make contact, and somehow he snuck it through everything.
Yeah. And again, the issues getting the ball back, your snapper. It's something I know the Cardinals will have to try and continue
to work on. That may be his best punt of the day.
Yeah.
Net-wise, because it's all the way down to their 27. Good job, kid.
I know, I like it.
Longest field faced thus far for the White Bear Lake offense. It's their first time taking a snap on their side of the field, and it'll be a while before they have another, because Anisaman just took off and galloped across midfield, and they're in plus territory again.
Defense took the fake. They thought that great fake on the handoff, forcing the defense to come over, and then a great job of blocking on the outside, allowing to pick up that yardage. Solid gain.
26 yards on the run for Tomi Anima-san. Handoff to Brian White III. He's tripped up, but falls forward for a gain of about 5 or 6.
Good to see White back in the action. We saw him get hurt a little bit earlier, but
and again, we're seeing a Coon Rapids defense that has just been on the field the whole game. Play action, quick pass left side. Miles catches it, and he is spun down for a loss of about 5. Great anticipation on the defense. Cody DeGogo, first one there, but he had a lot of friends right behind him.
He did, but again, that's a great play by the defense because you get negative yardage on the play. Cody did a really nice job of just staying with it. And you can see he beat his blocker to the outside that was trying to get to the outside, and it's a really nice play by Cody.
I believe he's a captain for basketball. Coming up, one of the greatest names in sports.
Love it.
3rd and 10 for the Bears. Handoff goes to White. He's hit immediately. And I don't see who's at the bottom of the pile. Just got a hold of the ankle and did not let go. I think it was Ryan James. Or was it Cummings-Coleman? And now it's Cummings-Coleman for the tackle. Oh, yeah, it was. Yep, sure was.
I mean, he's not letting go of that ankle.
26 on 26, and the one in red comes up big and forces the punt unit on.
Great series for the defense. They needed that, Joe.
Anima-san handles the punting for the Bears as well. High snap, able to go up and get it. High boot, good hang time. On the bounce and bouncing away is DeGogo. He's trying to make something happen with the ball in his hands, and he's out across the 30. Normally it'd say clear out, but able to handle it on a relatively clean bounce. Make one man miss and get back upfield for a few.
I mean, bounce right to him, and does a great job of sidestepping a tackle and then reversing field and then cutting it upfield to pick up some additional yardage.
Yeah, 13-yard return. Cards start from their own 33. Still plenty of time in this first half. Just under 6:30.
Well, the Cardinals need some offensive positive momentum. Obviously, yet to put a point on the board this year. Looking to see if they can do that here on this drive. But timeout, Coon Rapids.
That's not a time you wanted to burn a timeout.
Coon Rapids.
Just had the opportunity on the sideline to get everybody on the same page and not able to get out and get a snap up. But better to be safe. This is their second already.
Yep.
Of course, the scoreboard, they just updated. I was going to say the scoreboard says they have 3 timeouts remaining. Now it says 1.
It says 1, yeah.
It's been updated. It's a good fan student section here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, really good.
Just waiting for something to cheer about.
Yeah, they need something to cheer about.
And red. No surprise in the house. Love the belt.
It's great. The red belt. Which belt is that in karate? The red belt?
TJ Neal is going to get it on the sweep. Trying to get around the left edge and does, and he's got a big gain. Forced out of bounds. right at midfield.
Just when we talk about need something good, a nice run there. You know, we saw Washington also with a couple of nice runs in that last drive. And just establish, you know, you want to establish the ground game so you can maybe pass the ball a little bit more.
17-yard gain. Coming back the other way, Hibbler slips out of a tackle, gets behind a blocker and able to get upfield and gain about 8 before he's forced out. Loic Joitza with a nice block leading the way down the right sideline.
Yeah, he picks up 9 yards on the play.
Well, it looked like he was dead to rights in the backfield. Elijah's not the biggest kid on the field.
No.
But he just shook his hips and let that
There's some of that Coon
defender go flying.
Fan section you talked about.
9-yard gain, 2nd and 1. Handoff goes to Washington on the draw. He's got a first down to the 35-yard line, a gain of 6.
You know, there's no real big power back on this team, but a really nice job of hitting the hole.
Well, and he's going to be more the power runner than is Elijah Hibbler or even T.J. Neal.
Without question. But, you know, you don't have a big bruiser like Robbie Shipp.
Wow. There's a name from the past. Is that 20 years ago? It's got to be at least.
At least
Boy,
20
that was
years.
a painful memory
Yes,
for
it
Cardinal
was.
fans of that era.
Nope. You're going to get hate mail.
Snow with time. Now steps up, wants to run. He's got speed, and the ball comes out on the ground, and the Cardinals got it back.
Oh. They're very fortunate.
Snow has speed, and it's a good run, and I think he was down anyway.
Yeah.
But fortunate for him. Yeah, he's 100%
he was down. He was down.
But fortunate for he and the Cardinals, they were able to secure it on the ground at 2nd and about 3. Handoff goes to Washington. Washington's got a first down, trying to bounce to the outside. Stopped right at the 20-yard line.
See the time remaining in the first half, 4:39. Cardinals looking for points.
Solid drives thus far.
So far.
And it's all been done on the ground. 4 different guys running the ball on 5 plays. This one goes to Washington, and this time the Bears stay strong.
They get a yard.
Gain of a yard or so. And missed it. Cam Cummings-Coleman was out with the offense on that last snap.
He's going to play a little tight end.
Second and 9. He brought Leedsy, the man in motion. The quarterback option goes the other way. Ball's on the turf. This time, I think the White Bear Lake Bears got on top of it. Nope, they did not.
Wow, that's 2 times. Wow.
I don't know if it's T.J. Neal. I don't think it's that fumble. I think that fumble's charged also to Aiden Snow.
Taking a look. Oh, the Cardinals are fortunate to get that one back.
Miles was right there. 3rd and 12, airing it out left side, looking for Joitza, incomplete. well covered on the play. Easton Miles with him step for step.
Now you're 4th and 12, Joe, and you're in danger of coming away empty.
Well, and you have really no other option but to go for it.
No, you have to go for it in this situation, I believe.
Need to dial up your best play. It's good to see him at least target Loic.
Yep.
Have not been able to get him the ball much. Did he have just one catch last week?
Yeah, I believe so. Here, let me take a look.
Snow rolling to his right, pressure coming, jump throw is bobbled and incomplete. Better off letting it fall on 4th down, but
Joyce had actually 2 catches on 4 targets.
Incomplete, looking for LaFaca, but he was double covered and ball underthrown as Snow tried to throw in the air. Not able to get as much on it as he needed. And the Bears will take over at their own 22. 3:06 to go. They still have 2 timeouts. They have a 16-0 lead.
Yeah, tough situation. The Cardinals couldn't come away with any points in that because it was a really nice drive, as you mentioned, all on the ground. A couple of throws late in that drive that didn't connect. But it's they come away empty. And
handoff to White the third. He's met in the backfield, and he is going to be stopped after a short gain. Not quite in the backfield.
No. Picked up
miss. Yeah. I missed the line of scrimmage. I was thinking they were starting at the 25. I don't know what I'm thinking. Never mind me. How do you play this game? Gain of about 4. Which would leave 2nd and 6, as it says on your screen in the lower right corner. Time ticking down towards 2 minutes remaining in the first half. This one incomplete. Tried the little receiver screen to Byron White, and it hit him right in the face mask. 3rd down.
Taking another look at that. That went right through his hands and hit him in the face mask.
Byron, let's go. Get it back, let's go. You got this, Byron, you got this, bud.
Anemasan out of the shotgun, 4 receivers on 3rd and long. He's going to roll right. He's got room. He's going to take off. He's got the first down and more. Cuts back, has midfield, and he's tripped up in Cardinal territory.
Very dynamic young man. Great run. And he's really a good field of vision.
27 yards, I believe, on that carry.
And as you talked about, plenty of time left in this first half to try and come away with some additional points and open up your lead.
Ball spotted at the Cardinal 47-yard line. Handoff goes to White. Slips through initial contact and dives forward across the 45 to the 44.
And the Bears still, again, doing a good job of really that point of attack, trying to open up that hole.
Play action, and Anemasan long down the middle, incomplete, just out of the reach of Byron White, who did have a step.
He did.
On his defender.
Yeah, just a little bit too much on that pass.
Another 3rd and...
Illegal man downfield. 5-yard penalty, offense. Replay, 2nd down.
Going to see the illegal man downfield against White Bear Lake. It'll march him back another 5.
Yeah, you can't engage a blocker 4 down.
Yeah.
4 yards off the line. Hey, he was looking for somebody to block. That guy was a linebacker. It was a safety. So second and about 13 from the 49. And Emerson pressured, rolls back to his left, throws on the run, has a man, and it's incomplete this time, just underthrowing Byron White. And now it's 3rd and long.
Nemazon did a really nice job of getting away from a defender and allowing himself to at least set up and look for that throw. I mean, he's quick. And what, I don't know if you'll see it here. Yeah, it's just the tail after that, but able to step away from a defender.
Just under a minute remaining in the first half. You saw just 3 for 7 on 3rd downs. This one is 3rd and 12. They have converted a couple of 4th downs. And Emerson sets up the screen for White, and he's got the first down easily. That's a huge play for White Bear Lake.
The Cardinals defensively brought the house against him, trying to blitz and cause commotion, and White was just waiting for that pass.
Had one lineman out in front of him to block the one unaccounted for defender.
They're second of the half.
And a huge gain, and take a timeout, get everybody a breather. Here you go, 1st and 10 from the 22. Third and 12. And you pick up 17. Look at the entire line.
Yeah, all the 4 of them. And just knocking bodies out of the way. Hey, a lot of room to run.
And they're saying, hey, next time, cut back to the middle of the field. We're not going all the way to the we're not going all the way to the sideline. Yeah, 27 yards downfield, and they were still there. Just waiting for him to cut back behind him. But again, the Cardinal defense finds itself defending a short field, trying to keep this deficit from getting any higher before the half.
Yeah, much like
and White Bear gets the ball to start the second.
They do. Much like last week, defense on the field a little bit too much.
Tomi and Emerson, a double threat, and he has proven it so far in this first half. He hands off to White, and he is crushed.
Oh, no, that wasn't coming. That was Tannum, I believe. Yep,
correct.
Hudson Tannum. I'm so used to Coleman coming through like that and applying a lick, but Tannum did a good job. I'm looking at number 10 just coming to your picture like a freight train.
Oh, and they still give him a yard. Look behind the line to me, but gain of 1, and Emerson chased out of the pocket by Tannum. Wants to throw, now puts it up. Cardinals are there, and incomplete. Aiden Decker in a perfect position, had it in his mitts and just could not hold on.
That's a terrible pass. He should not have thrown that pass. He just threw it up.
So 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9 with 7 seconds left.
They do still have a timeout, so the whole playbook is open. Cardinals will use their last timeout.
Coon Rapids, their final timeout of the half.
Cardinals will call that last timeout.
Does not carry over to the second
It
half.
does not.
You may as well use it.
Absolutely.
But the fact that White Bear Lake still has a timeout means they can throw it anywhere or run it as long as it's down and they're able to call a timeout to either kick a field goal or run one more play. I have a feeling they're going to be going, hopefully, they're going to be looking for the end zone.
I would think so.
See what Coach Bartlett has dialed up on this 3rd and 8. 7 seconds left in the half. His team up 16-0. They have the ball at the Coon Rapids 21-yard line. 3 receivers on the left side for Animaside. And make it 5 yards longer.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Yeah, it makes it a little more difficult now.
So 3rd and 14 from the 26. Pass over the middle, incomplete. He had Brown open.
There's a flag.
Personal foul.
Oh.
Offense.
Oh.
Or defense. Roughing the passer. Automatic 1st down.
Well, you have one play left offensively. They're going to kick the field goal. So that's not going to hurt you as much as it could have. Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
he was well released the ball. Just makes that field goal a little bit closer.
Well, I don't think they would have kicked a field goal from the 26. That would have been a 44-yarder. This is right at 30.
Well, I'm saying it makes the field goal a little closer now.
Got plenty of distance, but it's wide.
That's the half.
And that will take us to the first half. White Bear Lake, a 16-0 lead over the Cardinals. Coon Rapids hoping to bounce back in their home opener. Second half is next on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became, delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Back at Cardinals Stadium, halftime between Coon Rapids and White Bear Lake. The Bears a 16-0 lead, and almost the entire first half played in the Cardinals half of the field. Defensively, they've been playing with the short field. Offensively, just haven't been able to get much rhythm.
They haven't, and they had a little bit of a running game at times. I thought they did a really nice job at times on defense as well, really just limiting. But unfortunately, they're at the wrong end.
Yeah, and a bad
of a 16-0
snap
score
led to that short punt, and the short field eventually paid off, despite the fact that the defense stood on their heads, able to. After a touchdown was called back for a penalty, they did have to settle for a field goal. But again, so much opportunity on the field for the White Bear offense. They did eventually find their way home. Animasan has been impressive, both running and throwing.
There's the touchdown by Antonio Brown. I mean, again, there were some positives, kind of like last week, but things like that have taken them out of field position. And then, of course, the turnover that led to a touchdown defensively, Joe. And it's just you're gone through 6 quarters of football, and you get to put a point on the board. And I know that's got to be concerning for the coaching staff. But again, you've had the opportunity. You were knocking down close at the door. You just couldn't get the points.
Yeah, and they turned it over on downs after what was their one solid drive. Seemed to have a little momentum going. And there you see Animasan showing off his speed and elusiveness.
Yeah, I'm impressed with him. He's a nice-looking quarterback.
Missed a couple of opportunities to cash in for another touchdown, and they settle for a field goal attempt that goes wide at the buzzer, ending the first half. And Coon Rapids, as you mentioned, 6 quarters into the season, have yet to put a point on the board.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the stats, and 152 yards of total offense for a White Bear. Not a lot through the air, but 119 on the ground. Cardinals still looking for some offensive production here. Just 2 yards receiving and 51 yards on the ground.
Well, and that's the opposite of last week when they, I think, still had negative yardage at the half, running the ball, had a couple of sacks that obviously backed him up. And again, another bad snap situation, a couple that Aiden Snow had to fall on top of last week. Unfortunately for him, was unable to do so this week. White Bear Lake able to get another scoop and score, their second scoop and score already of the season here in week 2.
Yeah, so obviously, and you talked about the Bears will get the ball to start the second half, and I think this is a huge defensive stand for the Cardinals, because I think they need to make a stand and get the ball back to the offense. They certainly cannot afford to give up some points here on this drive.
Easton Miles deep back. I think that's Antonio Brown with him back there. Adam Kish to kick it away. Get us started here in the second half. He goes short. It's off of a frontline guy. Unfortunately for White Bear Lake, Aiden Mahmoud paid attention and was able to field that one for him. Tried to catch him napping and almost did.
Yeah, and that would have been big if they'd been able to, but now you get pretty good field position here to start this drive in the second half.
Yeah, White Bear will start from their own 43-yard line.
Yeah,
I like the thought.
I absolutely really like the thought, because you need something positive to happen. And you get that kick and you get that turnover, and you've been able to turn it back to your offense. That would have been a positive thing for you. Now you give them short, relatively shorter field position, but your defense just has to come up big here on this drive.
Animasan with Brian White III in the backfield with him. Pass is incomplete behind Colton Butts. White running right, hit and drop for a loss. He's going to lose 3. It'll be 3rd and long.
It was Deion Jones on the tackle for the Cardinals, but we have a Cardinal down.
Injury timeout.
Looks like one of the big boys up front.
It's Chris Manemi.
Yeah, I hate to see that.
And the Cardinal defense, again, they've been on the field far too much, more than their fair share.
Yeah, it was that way last week.
But they have showed some resiliency this week.
Yep.
And they have bounced back well, and they have really slowed the White Bear offense, something that they were unable to do against Osseo. Osseo ran at will against the Cardinals last week, averaging better than 4 yards a carry. And this week they've got a number of tackle for loss. They're swarming to the ball. They're fired up even though they've been out there as much as they have.
It looks like he was grabbing his knee a little bit. He needed a little assistance coming off. Hopefully he's okay. That's the most important thing.
And we get a young man that size needing help off the field. You got to get another person of that size out there
you do.
For him to lean on.
Because I don't know if it was just Jeremy Shepard. I don't know if he'd be able to do that.
3rd and 13. Animason rolls right, throws on the move. That pass incomplete. Flag late. Coming in on the near side of the field.
I didn't see where that was.
Illegal man downfield. Defense.
How do you have an illegal man downfield for the defense?
Well, no, yeah. He meant offense. Yeah. See the defense or the offense.
The penalties declined.
There you
4th
go.
down.
Yeah, you have to decline it.
And this was another one. It's a relatively good throw from Animas on there. You see, you can't be 5 yards downfield. I mean, you're one of the 5 linemen. But, Animason just put a little too much on it. It hit the receiver right in the cage. So Animason on to punt. 2nd time tonight. And it's a fake. He rolls right, throws on the run. That pass incomplete. Just out of the reach of Lincoln Baca. And it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Cardinals will take over in plus territory. So the onside attempt may have taken a little bit longer to pay off, but it did pay off. To good field position.
Good field position. Trying to get rid of it to see if they can they pick up that 1st down, catch the Cardinals off guard, but play didn't matter. Now the Cardinals will take over with really good field position.
They will start with the ball right on the 40-yard line of White Bear Lake. Hibbler, the man in motion. Handoff goes to Washington, and not a lot there. He'll get a yard in the middle. Loses his helmet in the process. Obviously plenty of football remaining, but this is kind of a critical possession, I would think, for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Still looking for their first points of the season. Aiden Snow, 2nd and 9 from the 39. Ebrod leads the man in motion. Snow looks his way, pump fakes. Now tries to run, coughed it up, but able to recover as he goes to the ground. It's going to be a loss of about 4. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, I don't know if he was trying to maybe throw the ball, but that was a dangerous situation, quite obviously. Now puts him in a 3rd and long situation. Oh, he got popped out, but he kind of carried the ball a little loosely. Cardinals 0 for 4 on 3rd down.
Well, again, that's his 3rd fumble of the day. All 3 have stayed with the Cardinals. Snow flushed from the pocket, runs back the other way. Still looking downfield, throws back across his body, incomplete. But that contact was obviously early, and this is going to be a free 1st down for the Cardinals because that ball was not going to be catchable.
Nope. Lafaka, the intended receiver. A couple of flags on the play. Let's see if they're offsetting.
We have 2 penalties on the play. Illegal man downfield, offense. Pass interference, defense. Those penalties offset. Replay 3rd down.
Well, I think that's a huge stroke of luck for the visiting
without
Bears.
a doubt. I mean, your odds are making that play again on 3rd and long a little more difficult.
I saw a monkey, a banana, but I saw no chicken. Seems wrong.
There's the monkey, there's the banana.
But there should be a chicken with the banana.
I don't know, that costume's appealing to me.
3rd and 13 again. Snow rolling to his right. Blitz is coming, throws it up. Coming back to it is Lafaka, but he is going to be swarmed immediately, and that's going to be no gain.
Well, he had the ball ripped
4th
away
down.
from him too, but the whistle blew.
And on 3rd and 13, the 0-yard pass is not going to do it for you.
No. Now the concern for the Cardinals have been that long snap. We'll see how it happens here.
Well, the last one, just a genius punt from Adam Kish.
Well, yeah, he was fortunate.
As he was being tackled, it
being
was
mugged.
high snap, goes up, gets it, gets away a good boot. It'll take a Cardinal roll, but too much on it, into the end zone, touchback. So Coon Rapids takes over on downs at the 40-yard line, and they go backwards before punting it away, 3 and out.
It's kind of been the way things have gone for the most part on most drives here tonight, unfortunately, for the Cardinals. Not the positive yardage that they're looking at.
You're good right there. Right in numbers. Take a look.
That is rather appealing.
See?
Nemasan starts his offense from the 20-yard line, keeping, running right, trying to get away from Cummings Coleman. Tracks him down all the way to the sideline, trips him up, but a nice gain, about 8. No, he got a 1st down.
He did. Cummings Coleman does a really nice job going from sideline to sideline.
White slips a tackle in the backfield, able to dive forward for a short gain. You
can see it again, just as you mentioned, a short game, but Good job by the Cardinals to get underneath it. Hudson Tandem again underneath, getting low on that tackle.
Kingston Akinola was in the backfield, but just not able to wrap him up. Short gains, 2nd and 9. Nemasan chased out of the pocket, throws, passes complete. And shaking off a tackler was Butts. He picks up good yardage after the catch. Out of bounds on the far side, deep into Cardinal territory.
We have a player injured on the far side for Coon Rapids as well.
Injury timeout.
I can't see who that is. Maybe a cramp?
.36 yards on the catch and run for Colton Butts. It does look like it is.
Is that DeGogo? I think that's Cody DeGogo.
It does look like a cramp as
Pickle
Jeremy
juice.
Shepard over there helping get him stretched back out. And that is the face that typically goes with the cramp.
Oh, I've been there.
And then the lingering ache.
Yeah, it is not fun.
You know, monkeys never get cramps.
Because they eat a lot of bananas.
Because they eat a lot of bananas.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
correct. DeGogo trying to hustle off the field. Got to give him props for that. And a fresh set of downs for the Bears from the 38-yard line. Play
All
action, and he
alone.
is all by himself behind the
That's Brown.
defense. And Brown has his second touchdown of the ball game.
Yeah, that's just a breakdown in your defensive lineup or rotation there, and all alone. Nobody's over there covering him, and nice play, nice conversion, and they're going to score again.
4 plays to go, 80 yards. .105 off the clock.
Yeah, that was an efficient drive. Extra point makes it 23-0 now in favor of White Bear Lake.
Nemasan, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing last week. Here tonight, 1 rushing and 2 passing, both
He's had a really nice.
to Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Joe. He's had a really nice start to his season.
That's a nice stat line for
Yep.
young Antonio Brown. Again, pair of freshman receivers showing a lot of promise for the White Bear Lake Bears, but 2 catches, 43 yards, 2 scores.
See what the Cardinals can do here once they get the ball back.
Short kick angled to the sideline and out of bounds, and Cardinals will take it at the 35-yard line, I assume.
Yep. Oh, they're going to make him kick it again.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Kick out of bounds against the kicking team. It's a 5-yard penalty and re-kick.
This is a gamble when you're down 3 scores in the midway through the third quarter and needing a kick start. Could be it.
It very well could be.
But the gamble, when it backfires, can be very costly.
Yes, and we've seen that in the past.
And this one won't count. Were they offside or they just not wait for the whistle?
I'm
I
not
think.
really sure.
Because I don't see a flag on the field, so I don't think it's going to get marched back any further. I think they just went a little
Please
early.
refrain from playing music until kickoff. Thank you.
Oh. No music allowed. There's Adam Tronson.
Best in the business.
Best
What
in
a
the-
what
for
a
sure.
crew we have.
We're lucky to be up here with
here.
these guys.
Mike DuPont
Oh, Micah
hiding
Gork.
behind the stanchion there.
There's Micah Gork, Coach O.
Dave Snesrud also behind the
yeah, we can't
the
see
pillar.
him. We got to give him credit though. He's here.
Try again. Go with the short boot.
Well, I guess it worked.
And it was fielded by Deion Jones and just collapses with it. And the Cardinals will take over ahead of where they would have if they had just accepted the penalty.
That was actually Jordan Jackson.
Oh, it was Jordan Jackson. 24, not 14. Gotcha.
Just 10 more.
So ball spotted at their 46-yard line. Neal is the man in motion. Handoff goes to Washington, running back to the left. He's got a solid gain out of bounds into White Bear Lake territory at the 47.
Yeah, and he's
Gain of
run,
about 6 or 7.
he's run the ball well tonight.
Well, and I talked about
Timeout.
another injured Cardinal over on the far sideline. And I talked about at the beginning how important it was for the Cardinals, the run game on both sides. And I think both sides have shown an improvement. And that's LaFaca over there in noticeable pain. And that is a worrisome sight
Yes, it
for
is.
the Cardinals.
Yes, it is. A lot of players went off. He's blocking on the edge, and coach is going over. Yeah,
He's up and
that's good to see.
walking off on his own power.
Let's go, D. Come on.
Thank you.
So second and about 3 from the 47.
Todd, be ready.
Handoff goes to Washington, hit immediately. He's able to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll be third down.
Yeah, that time defense did a really nice job of just staying home and following the run. Did a good job at the point of attack, just taking care of what they needed to do, and no gain on the play, making it third and short.
Neal running on the sweep, trying to get around the corner. He's around enough to get the first down.
Yeah,
Move the chains to the 42.
You just want to keep these chains moving.
Good patience finding the way
absolutely
around
agree.
the corner. Another carry for Washington, the third. A good gain, but the ball came out this time. The celebration was justified. This time, Washington saying he was down, but the point
Officials aren't going to agree.
Signal is going the other way.
Yeah, that ball's out before he was down. Correct call. And
Yeah, Braylon Minor wasted no time jumping on top. And they will take over from their own 32-yard line. So Coon Rapids again gets a little some going and not able to see it through to the end.
Timeout.
Timeout. White Bear Lake. Their first timeout of the second half.
Coach Bartlett getting some clarification from the official on something. The Bears comfortably in the lead here, 23-0 with 6:36 remaining in the third.
I know it's coming, and I still
It's
find
still
it
funny,
amusing.
yeah, well, that's because we're children. You're always so aggressive, though. You want to-
Bears could really put this one out of reach with a score on this drive here. They start from the 32nd, or from the 32. They are going to run the reverse to Miles, and Miles has a nice gain. He's got a first down as he's forced out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Bears more than happy to take their time. 1st and 10 from the 45. Animasan, lots of time. Throws deep downfield. Not deep enough, though. This one is picked off by Parker Nick.
Oh,
Just waiting for it like he was in
Punches.
center field. And, oh, yeah, we're going to have some ejections.
oh yeah, punches have been thrown.
Yep, this one's escalating quickly.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened. I just saw it after the play. But yeah, this is not good. Coach Vasquez right in the middle of it all, pulling his players off. Officials are going to have to talk about things and clear some things up. But yeah, definitely there's punches thrown.
And Animasan had all day.
Yep.
Threw it well short as Byron White was behind the defense alone. but threw well short, and really an easy pick for Parker Nick. And then I was watching the return and the celebration, and then the fracas started right near midfield.
Both head
close
coaches
to the original line of scrimmage, and yeah, it escalated, and more guys came and joined the fray, and things tumbled down out of control, and now they're trying to get it all sorted out. I mean, it's all after the play. Obviously, it's still going to be Coon Rapids ball, whatever the decision is.
Well, again, I don't know what happened previous to that, but, you can see.
And this is the response going back to where the fracas was.
And Cody DeGogo, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Ryan James just got the bad end of the deal. He lost the helmet early, and then he ends up in the bottom of the pile. And I don't know how much of it. I'm sure he was in some way involved. He's not an innocent bystander.
No.
He's right in the middle of it probably, but either way, he already had lost the helmet when he ended up on the bottom of the pile.
Coaches are going back to their respective sidelines. We'll see what the officials call.
Both coaches are calling their teams out, and assume a stern talking to.
Yes.
About keeping their emotions in check.
Neither coach can be happy with that.
Well,
obviously.
you need to play with intensity, but you need to know
you can't throw punches.
No, you need to know that it's a game, and it's important to keep a certain amount of decorum. And especially for Coon Rapids, we were talking about they needed something to go their way.
Right.
And clearly that play just went their way and then didn't at the same time. After all of this, do they even remember where the ball is spotted?
Yeah,
Coach Vasquez clearly unhappy with his team's involvement in the extracurricular activities.
And now it'll be interesting to see how these officials sort everything out.
Right. Well, both head coaches are back out there, and there you see. And that's again Jones at the bottom, or James at the bottom, and that was Byron White that was right on top of him.
You can see Coach Vasquez coming in, trying to pull his players away. Both head coaches out there again talking to the officials.
Byron White takes some time to be introspective on the bench about what the recent developments on the field, and again, nice young receiver. He's shown some good things. Had 7 catches, touchdown last week. He's factored in this week. And remember, he was the intended receiver way downfield, so he got all the way back and into the fracas near the original line of scrimmage after the fact. And the question is, again, what kind of penalties do we see out of this? Against who? Are there certain players that are done for the evening?
Well, there's going to be some. I have to think of it. There was a. I didn't see the number, but somebody on top of a Cardinal throwing punches. And we'll see. We'll see if I know Cody DeGogo got into it a little bit.
There is the touchdown, and it's happening.
The interception.
Kind of back. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah, it's a touchdown.
There you see James getting thrown to the ground. Those two
those
end up doing some wrestling, and then
fisticuffs.
And then that's where it all began, and it kind of snowballed out of control with multiple players from both teams coming in to protect their teammates. And some, I'm sure, would have done things differently if they had taken time to think more about it. But these guys have done more thinking than they hoped to about that play. And here with the explanation.
We have penalties on both teams. We got a flagrant foul.
Let me get the notes back out.
26, White Bear Lake. He's been ejected.
That's their leading running back, Brian White III.
We also have flagrant fouls on number 59 and 8 from Coon Rapids. Both players have been disqualified from the game.
So that's
They're
James
also ejected.
and Sean Washington.
The penalty's offset. Result of the play is the interception. First down, Coon Rapids.
And you know, those are a couple of big losses for the Cardinals.
Well, and again, they're the leading rusher for White Bear Lake. It's a little bit easier to handle when you're up 23-0 midway through the third. Cardinals start 1st and 10 from their own 35. Handoff goes to Neal. Neal ducks through a couple of tacklers. He picks up 5. Neal will be pulling the sled from here on out with Washington headed for the shower. Both of our players with the third at the end of their name.
Yep. White the third and Washington the third.
Both done for the evening. 2nd and 5. Snow throws complete to Ambrose. Leedsy cutting across the middle of the field. He's got a first down just shy of midfield.
Well, we'll see if this will give the Cardinals a little bit of a spark and try and get some points on the board here. They certainly can use some.
Pressure coming. Snow throws complete. Catch by Joitza. Trying to turn upfield. Not a lot more there, but it's a gain of 8. 2nd and 2.
I got to think they want to get the ball in the hands of Loic more. Okay, he is a playmaker for sure.
Mahmoud, 7 tackles for White Bear Lake.
Impressive night.
Hibbler gets the handoff, but the Bears were all over it. They poured over it like honey.
I was going to say they sniffed that one out like a picnic basket.
They could do that. Hibbler had no chance.
No. Just a great job by the defense. Just
loses about 4.
All those white jerseys.
Call it 3rd and 5.
No, that'll be a first down for him. Cardinals take a first down any way they can get it at this point.
You may have never stated anything more true in your life.
Nope.
Offsides. Defense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Oh, so they'll be a yard short.
Half a yard at best. Handoff goes to Neal. Gets a couple of blockers in front of him. Good gains still going. Slipped through a couple of guys and forced out of bounds just shy of the 25.
Yeah, again, just your persistence to not go down. He kept his legs moving forward and did a really nice job of picking up that first down and some.
Well, and then he kind of slipped underneath the pile and just kept going. gain of 14. Snow trying to set up that screen for Hibbler, and it was knocked away, and it's
A lot of
good
defenders.
for Snow that he got it away, because there was pressure coming at his back. I don't think he even had any idea it was coming.
Yeah, plus a lot of defenders around Hitler as well.
Tapna split on the right side. Handoff goes to Hibbler, and Hibbler is stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, there's like 4 white jerseys to bring him down.
Yeah, again, Elijah's not the biggest kid. He's not going to run anybody over.
No.
He's out there to beat him with speed. And if they're already there when he gets the ball in his hands, he's in trouble. Loss of 2, 3rd and 12.
Hey, you can cloud over there.
Snow in trouble and sacked, and this
that's
is
a face mask.
Yep, this is going to end up being a Cardinal first down.
Yep. That was pretty obvious. And that's unfortunate for the young man from White Bear, because he had a really nice play and did not need to do that.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense, number 29.
That was a face mask.
That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Or just calling you roughing to the passer for head contact.
Maybe, but
Hey, D, next play, come on.
I mean,
But it's
definitely
definitely
a face mask.
A face mask.
Keep them out.
Either way,
but they'll take that.
had the pressure, would have had a clean sack, but instead it's a penalty, and it's 15 yards for the Cardinals, and they have it 1st and 10 from the 14. Blitz coming, picked up nicely. Pass complete to Joitza on the near sideline, and he steps out of bounds after a gain of about 7.
Well, Cardinals knocking on the door. Nice job there. Joitza with the catch and getting the Cardinals a little closer to some pay dirt.
Second and 3. The handoff almost went to the defensive back, to the defensive player, because he was there before Snow could turn and hand it to TJ Neal.
Yeah, not much Neal could do with that one other than just make sure he held onto the ball and took the tackle. That makes it 3rd
and 10.
10, yeah.
Snow throws complete. Joitza running across the formation. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Cardinals finally get on the ball, on the board, and they give it to get in the hands of one of their best playmakers. And Joitza is able to gain the edge, get the corner, and get the first score of the season for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Love to see them. I love to see that drive accomplished that way. But again, just good protection. He steps up into the pocket, just a short little pass to Joitza. Joitza does the rest.
Kish out to attempt the extra point. kick is up and good. Cardinals can breathe a sigh of relief a bit. They have put points on the board.
Well, those young men deserve that. They deserve a little celebration over on that sideline because it's been a tough start. Again, just good protection. Snow didn't have to do much other than step up just a bit. And he finds Joitza, and Joitza takes it into the end zone.
Let's go!
Yeah, they needed that.
They did.
And still plenty of time in this ball game.
You got water?
10 plays, 65 yards. A 15-yard catch and run for Loic Joitza.
Please reset the game, the play clock to 25 seconds. Thank you.
Boo will bounce and carry into the end zone for a touchback. Now, will the score from the offense put an extra spark in the defense, which again has played better this week than they did last?
They have, most definitely.
And how much do the ejections hurt the White Bear Lake Bears? They only lost 1 to the Cardinals 2, but that 1 is Brian White III, who was doing the majority of the lifting in the backfield.
Well, and Sean Washington, the third two, also being ejected, which he was running really well.
Handoff goes up the middle to Easton Miles. He's across the 25 to the 26. Good gain on first down.
Clemson. That time, guys. We're good.
Keeper. Nisaman able to get around the corner, get a first down, get out of bounds.
Yeah, again, he's a good-sized young man, and again, he gets to that edge, and he's got a nice little burst of quickness to him. Cardinal faithful, as you mentioned earlier, finally have something to cheer about. Cardinals get on the board. Nice numbers for that young man. 7 carries, 94 yards. It's, I believe, 63 last week on the ground. One large, long play.
We weren't quite sure if he was going to hand it to Miles or not. They just started running together.
Yeah, but they're sharing it, Sharing is caring.
Made it a little easier for the Cardinal defense to track him down. No gain on the play.
I'll take another look at that. It's like, here, no, you take it. No, you take it. No, I don't want it. You take it.
And the Cardinals said, that's okay. We'll just tackle you both. 2nd and 10. Play action. That pass tipped and nearly picked off. Parker Nick had an opportunity for his 2nd interception of the game, and it hit him and bounced away.
He's going to be thinking about that one. That was right into his hands.
I mean, it bounced right away from Butts. I think Butts took his eyes off the ball. He was in space, open, and it hit him right in the hands. Nick had to reach back a little bit, but yeah, that was one he'd like to have another chance at. 3rd and 10 for the Bears. Play action, Anima-san, lots of time. Now he's flushed, starting to run right. He's got speed, he's got a first down and more, out of bounds right near midfield.
Yeah, again, just good vision, looking at and a great block at the edge, too, to allow him to get to around that corner and pick up that first down.
Ball spotted at the 47-yard line. Under 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Handoff goes to Miles up the middle, just across the 50 into Coon Rapids territory, and that will take us to the 4th quarter.
Well, Joe, the Cardinals get on the board in that 3rd quarter.
Their first points of the season still. They trail 23-7. Bears have the ball, 2nd and 5, just on the Cardinal side of the field when we start the 4th quarter after this on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Bears go to the bubble screen on 2nd and 5, and the Cardinals are there to sniff it out. Nick has had a nice game.
Yep.
He had the one interception, nearly had another, and here he is in the backfield disrupting, wrapping up Colton Butts and dropping him for a loss. It'll be 3rd and 10. And that's something the Cardinals have done well. On 3rd down, they have really made it difficult on the Bears. Just 6 of 11. Anima-san with time, steps up, now runs to his left. Wants to throw, that's batted away and nearly picked off again. Cam, Cummings, Coleman in the backfield causing chaos. It was Deion Jones that nearly had the interception, but
and again, the defense is pursuing it, not letting him get to that outside, and then Cummings Coleman with the block. And the Cardinals will get it back.
Will drop back and look to punt. They did fake one the last time they got into the punt formation. It did not work out for them. Anima-san, good high boot. DeGogo takes it on a bounce near the 10. Makes one man miss, makes another man miss. That runs at 3rd, but spun around out of bounds right around the 21-yard line.
Well, a little momentum for the Cardinals after scoring that first touchdown. We'll see what they have on this drive. Put another solid effort together.
Well, and if they drive down and score here in a relatively timely manner, could make this ball game interesting.
Absolutely.
Handoff goes to Neal, waited for his blocks to develop, and he finds his way forward for a gain of 5.
Yeah, picked up a solid drive there.
Handoff again to Neal. Cuts back, has a first down and more.
He's shifty.
Forced out of bounds just across the 40-yard line. Gain of 15.
I mean, look at the jump to the outside and then the second one.
The 15-yard gain on the play, and another Cardinal. First and 10, Coon Rapids from the 41-yard line.
On first down, Snow. Pass complete, near side to Muhammad. Muhammad gets some blocks going across the field. Still got friends out in front of him. Muhammad, a big gain and out of bounds inside the 25.
Yeah, a really nice play, really nice blocking, leading him upfield. Muhammad cut across the field and was able to get to the far side and then turn it upfield. So again, just a little throw, but look at him turn it upfield, get to the sideline, and then he's going to again get a bunch of friends. You mentioned the friends up in front.
36-yard gain, Hibbler. Thrown to the turf for a loss on first down. Loss of 3. And again, that has been an issue that has seemingly gotten worse here in the second half for the Cardinals, as the Bears getting into the backfield quickly and breaking up those run plays before the ball is even in the hands of the running back. Second and long, Aiden Snow rolls to his left, pressured, jumps away, but sacked. And he's dropped for a big loss back to the 37-yard line. Loses 11. It's going to be 3rd and 24.
I like the play call defensively for White Bear. You send a couple of guys in and get the pressure on them, and young Mr. Snow had nowhere to go.
Well, Reed Vikstrom has never had such an easy sack in his life. Christian Humphrey, who had the scoop and score in the first half for White Bear Lake, was the man who came in with the initial pressure. Snow throwing that pass incomplete, looking for Muhammad again.
Muhammad was open.
Just a little bit behind him.
And he was open across the middle.
And now 4th and 24.
What's in your playbook for 4th and 24?
Not a whole lot. Okay, call it 27. That math don't math up.
No.
I think my math's a little bit more on than the scoreboard's math. We're going to go that way. 4th and a whole bunch. Doesn't matter. Snow steps up, scrambles a little bit, throws high. Muhammad jumped up and grabbed it with one hand, but well short of a first down. A gain of 8 on 4th and 24 is not going to do you much good.
No. Look at this catch, though. That's a one-handed gem. He wanted that first down. He said, give it to me. It was a heck of a catch. Give it to me.
Style points.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the Bears will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 29. They've got that 16-point lead and 8.5 minutes to go. Trying to improve their record to 2-0 on the season. They won 28-14 against Parker Cottage Grove last week. And who are you going to call?
I know both teams pointing at each other.
Because Antonio Brown was 10 yards downfield.
False start.
Guess that's who you're.
Offense. Number 69. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So the movement called on the line, and everybody went off the jump by A.J. Kringle. Apparently, about half the guys on the field went early. Everybody but the center. And Imasan on a broken play rushes forward for a solid gain.
We have a Cardinal down.
Picks up about 7. Will be second in about 8.
Injury timeout.
Aiden Decker.
Yep.
The Cardinal on the turf.
Checking out his shoulder, maybe. I think he made the tackle. Let's take another look. Yeah, I don't know if they're looking at that left shoulder. He seems to be okay. We've seen some injuries tonight, but everybody's just popped up and been able to make it to the sideline, so that's good. Nine carries for 117 yards. 170.
Yeah, it's not making it any worse than it is. But still
pretty impressive.
13 yards a carry.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
If my math is mathing.
Minneapolis math is correct.
Second and 7. Handoff goes to Miles, and he's wrapped up quickly. Short gain will set up third down.
Cardinal defense has been stiffening up. They've been doing well. See if they can get a stop here on 3rd and 8. Not 3rd and 8, 3rd and 6.
We're going the other way.
Well, that's okay. I'm looking at our stats. It's at 3rd and 8. Then I just should have looked at the field.
3rd and 5 is what they're calling it on the field, and that's what ours says as well. Time for the optometrist, Shapiro.
This went.
3rd and 5, and oh boy, free first downs for everyone.
Hey, free first down for all.
Offside. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Results in a first down.
He's gotten better as the game has gone on. I know it's only the second game of the year, and I don't know if he had a microphone game 1, but
no.
He's a little shaky, maybe a little nervous, had some nerves early in the ball game, but he straightened it out, and he's had some curveballs he's had to deal with. Not every day that you have to eject a couple of 3 players in one skirmish.
Nope, definitely not. They've handled it well. They handled it well.
1st and 10, and Imasan hands it off. Miles looking to get around the right corner, and he is going to have a solid pickup out to the 46-yard line, a gain of 7.
See the time ticking away. 6:49 remaining in the 4th.
Injury timeout.
Oh, another Cardinal hurt. That's a cramp. Pickle juice.
And it just, I mean, we always talk about how we don't want anyone to get hurt.
No.
We certainly don't want any serious injuries. The
Cramps.
high school sports experience is such a finite experience, and
Right.
that's Cody to go still struggling.
Yeah,
Put some pickle juice in the kit.
I'm telling you, you need it in the Gatorade container. Let's go down that pickle juice. Nothing worse than a cramp.
That's a pretty good spot for the Bears. It's going to be an 8-yard gain on the run by Easton Miles, and It'll be 2nd and 2.
You see the number for Miles, 6 carries, 34 yards.
Most of that since the skirmish that sidelined Brian White III. On 2nd and 2, play action. And Imasan looking for Butts all alone behind the defense. He's gone. Touchdown, White Bear Lake.
Just a great play
and
call.
That should put the icing on the cake for the Bears.
Yeah, again, just really good play call, good protection.
53-yard score. First of the year for Colton Butts.
Again, just getting behind the defense. Nice, easy walk into the end zone.
Well, you saw as soon as he threw it, and Imasan started heading for the sidelines, I think before Butts had even caught it. He knew that one was done. Kick is up and good for Lincoln Baca, and it is 30-7 in favor of White Bear Lake.
Up over the top of the defense. Closest defender, Hayden Decker. Hayden Decker's there, but good job getting Butts getting behind him. Red's having a good time.
He's got to try to keep the crowd engaged. There's a look. 4 plays, 76 yards, and a 53-yard scoring strike from Tomi Animasan to Colton Butts.
You go, Red.
Please refrain again from playing the music at kickoff.
Come on. Official wants.
Well, and I've never
Never have I heard that before. Jeez.
Short kick. He's taking it about the 25, and a solid return from Sahir Mamori.
Yeah,
listed as a linebacker. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna get an opportunity.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take it."
I'm putting my head down.
Solid return puts the Cardinals out at the 37-yard line. "14-yard return for Mamori." And what do the Cardinals do to answer? You're down 3 scores, so obviously you can't get it all back at once. 6.5 minutes. You have to show a lot of urgency if you really hope to come back and challenge the Bears, or do you come out and just want to see things done right?
False start. Offense.
Everybody but the
entire
center.
offensive line.
Entire
5-yard
offensive
penalty.
line.
First down.
And just as I was talking, do you want to just
Do everything right.
not worry about necessarily catching up, but again, execution. Is this one out of reach? Not totally.
No. But
you really got to push the limits if you hope to have a chance. Fake the give. The keeper for Snow. The face mask was Missed.
How do they not call
When
that?
when a guy's head turns 90 degrees one way or the other, typically it's because somebody grabbed hold of his face mask.
Absolutely.
But that one was not seen.
Not like he's turning
Short gain.
turning his head to see if he's got room to run. We'll see it again. I mean that was just obvious.
So he picked up the 5 they lost on the false start, 2nd and 10. The pitch a little bit better than last week, but again, it's not. It just lofted up a little bit too much, gets a little scary. Neal does pick up a yard. But it's 3rd and long. Cardinals just 4 of 10 on 3rd down. We talked about that last week with the quarterback option. When he pitches, Snow kind of flips it up, lets the running back run under it. But under pressure, you got to get it over there.
Go, Christian, go! Go, 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 Christian!
And a timeout.
No, there's a flag.
Well, the flag is for the
Delay of game.
time clock.
No, it's delay of game.
Offense.
Well,
Number 1.
Coach
5-yard
Vasquez
penalty.
was
Still 3rd down.
he was signaling for a
Yeah.
timeout
They didn't see
before the
Kinda-
flags came out.
They didn't see it, kind of like they didn't see the face mask. Well, he's calling a timeout right there. I just know.
Yeah, how do you miss the quarterback? I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
I saw Coach Vasquez. But if you're the official, that's the guy you're really watching. Pass is incomplete. Looking for Ebrod Leedsy. He was well covered. William McQuay in position and broke it up. It's on 4th and 14. Let's get some more work from our soccer captain / punter, Adam Kish. Got his first goal on CTN the other night.
Yes, he did.
He's the team's leading scorer last season with 10 goals. Low snap, but he's able to get underneath it and get a good boot. It will take a Cardinal bounce and be down right at the 36-yard line. .531 on the clock, and watch for the Bears to just try and methodically move the ball, move the chains, and keep the clock moving. Keep all of their guys healthy and secure their 2nd win to start the year. Handoff goes to Miles, a big hole, but it closes quickly. Stood up by DeMario Garcia after a gain of about 3.
Yeah, and they'll be just happy to continue to run the ball here and run the clock out with a 37 lead.
Nemesov's pass knocked away. Good read by Jordan Jackson. Looking for Byron White.
Incomplete, intended for 83, Byron White. Knocked out of the air by number 24,
3rd down.
Jordan Jackson for the Cardinals. Brings up 3rd and 7. for the Bears from the 39-yard line. Come on, Cardinals, keep supporting on defense. It's third down.
Handoff left side for Hank Stumpke. He's well short of the first down. It'll be 4th and about 5.
34, Hank Stumpke. For the Bears, brought down in the play by number 11, James Ryan.
It looks like Coach Bartlett's going to wait for the last second, call a timeout, and then punt it away.
Yeah, watching that clock. See the time tick down to 3:55 remaining as he calls his timeout.
Timeout. White Bear Lake.
Solid start for the Bears. Again, a team that had just 3 wins each of the last 2 seasons. Start with a 28-14 win and a wild one over Parker Cottage Grove last week. Come here in a strong ball control first half, helped them build the lead. And now up 30-7 with less than 4 minutes to play. They'll punt it away and try and just salt this one away.
Yeah.
Move to 2-0. The Cardinals fall to 0-2.
Yeah, the road doesn't get any easier for the Cardinals next week.
Next couple of weeks,
Yeah.
probably their toughest competition
At Andover
of the regular season.
and then home against Blaine.
And then the latter half of the schedule will be the new conference opponents. And Emus on high punt, good hang time, but out of bounds. Not a ton of distance.
No.
We'll see where they mark it out. Looks like they're going to put it right at the Coon Rapids 41-yard line. The last 4 games will be Irondale, Hopkins, Park of Cottage Grove, and Eastview. The 4 other teams in the Metro Maroon.
What a maroon. Put it right at the 35.
Originally, they were way upfield.
No.
Ebrod Leedsey is the man in motion. Snow, quick throw, right side, complete to Loic Joitza. And he is dragged out of bounds after a gain of about 6.
Loic Joitza for the Cardinals. Brought down on the play by number 47, Jackson Knight. Second down.
Movement.
False start. Offense. Number 56. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Yeah, the first couple of weeks have been trying.
Yes, they have.
And we've seen a penalty or an injury on just about every snap, it seems, through 2 weeks.
And then we had the altercation that stopped this game for a little while as well.
Pass had way too much air on it. Joitza hardly in the same area code. That was way over the head of the safety, Jackson Matt, who went way up to try and get it. Still could only wave at the ball. Third and 9.
Back up.
He brought Leedsy trying to figure out where he's supposed to line up, what motion he's supposed to give. He will be on the receiving end, cuts back. He's going to come up short of the first down. It'll be 4th and about 2. Pick up a 7. Cardinals would go for it, and why not?
Well, I was going to say, why not? 0 for 2 on 4th.
Handoff goes to Neal. He's got the first down across midfield to the 47 of White Bear Lake.
Between Neal and Washington, they've run the ball pretty well tonight.
TJ Neal for the Cardinals. Brought down the play by number 41.
Timeout. Coon Rapids.
Cardinals calling a timeout. I see Neal's 13 carries, 73 yards on the night.
Gets another carry here and delivers a solid hit.
He did. Sometimes you can get some of those frustrations
Pick
out.
up about 6. On 2nd and 4, Snow rolls to his right, throws on the run, has a man, and Brad Leedsy is there behind the defense. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Again, anything you can do to get some positivity, and that is certainly there. You know, your time's only 2 minutes left in the game, but now you get your second score. A nice pass from Snow.
42 yards.
All of a sudden, you've got touchdown number 2 here of the season. It's all about positivity. With anything you can take out of this game, that you work on the positives.
Bachi also handles the holding for kicker Adam Kish. No question on that one.
Eber leads these numbers, 5 catches, 60 yards and a score. And nice job by Snow to roll to his right, because he had some pressure up the middle. Something more for the Cardinal faithful to cheer about. Six plays, 65 yards, just a minute 38 off the clock on that 49-yard touchdown pass to end the drive.
Snow's second passing touchdown of the evening. Onside kick.
Maybe.
Bears are expecting it. They've got a lot of guys up near that 10-yard mark. They do go for The onside, it's grabbed by Colton Butts.
They get your good hands team up front.
They'll take over right at midfield. I like the onside kick early, where they just kicked it right at. It was at the opening kick.
Yep.
Just kicked it right at the first guy. A little bit harder when they're expecting it. Hank Stumke on the carry.
Caden Bartok is your new quarterback for the Bears.
No gain, brings up 2nd and 10. Hand off again to Stumke. He's got a solid gain to the 44-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4. Make it 3rd and 3.
And the clock continues to run under a minute.
Stumke again, he's got a first down, and that will pretty much do it.
That'll wrap it up.
I expect the Bears to come out, take a knee. And the Cardinals will head back to the drawing room.
Yes, they will. And again,
they're not even going to have to take the knee.
A couple of positives at the end of that game for the Cardinals. You know, we get a couple of touchdowns here in the second half, and finally they get off the schneid and get some points on the board, but they definitely have some things to work on.
That, I think, is putting it lightly.
Yeah.
But they showed some improvement in some areas. Offense still struggled to finish, especially in the first half.
Right.
Able to get a couple of scores late, but a little bit too little too late. Defense played much better.
Yes, they did.
Across the board,
I thought so
except
as well.
for the 2 touchdowns where they just let guys get behind them because they were being too aggressive. But, made some strides positively in some areas, and at the same time, not able to do enough to get a victory.
Well, as you mentioned, back to the drawing board for them, and as they regroup and take on Andover, which will have a special meaning for Coach Vasquez since he came over from that staff. He's got a lot of history, played his high school ball there, so that'll be a homecoming of sorts for him, obviously. But hopefully he can put a game plan together, and they can give the Huskies a battle as well.
Unfortunately, we will not be there for that event. We'll have volleyball and swimming next week on Tuesday and Thursday. Then we have football back here against Blaine on Friday the 19th. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, White Bear Lake 30, Coon Rapids 14. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young. Say goodnight.